Before you scroll, before you doubt, before you tell yourself, this won't change anything, listen carefully. Every failure you faced, every goal you quit halfway, every moment you felt stuck while others moved ahead. It was never because you were weak. It was never because you lacked talent. It was because your mind was not disciplined. This is not just a story. This is a mirror. And by the end of it, you may never look at your mind the same way again. Section 2, A boy with big dreams and a wild mind. There once lived a young man named Arjun. Arjun was not poor. He was not uneducated. And he was not unlucky. But his life looked empty from the outside. He had dreams, big ones. Dreams of success. Dreams of respect. Dreams of becoming someone people admired. But every morning, his alarm rang. And every morning, he pressed snooze. "I'll start tomorrow," he said. Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next year. Arjun's biggest enemy wasn't the world. It was his undisciplined mind. Section 3, The Invisible Prison. Arjun spent hours scrolling on his phone. Hours imagining success but never working for it. Whenever he tried to study, his mind wandered. Whenever he tried to work, excuses appeared. "I'm tired. I'll do it later. I deserve a break." Slowly, without realizing it, Arjun became a prisoner. Not of circumstances. Not of people. But of his own thoughts. His mind controlled him, instead of him controlling his mind. Section 4, The Moment of Shame. One evening, Arjun attended a reunion. Friends he once laughed with now wore confidence. They spoke of achievements. Of businesses. Of growth. And when they asked Arjun, "So, what are you doing these days?" he smiled. But inside, something broke. That night, alone in his room, Arjun whispered, "Why am I like this?" For the first time, he didn't blame luck. He didn't blame society. He blamed his lack of discipline. Section 5, Meeting the Mentor. A few days later, Arjun met an old man at a small park. The man woke up before sunrise. He walked calmly. His eyes were sharp, yet peaceful. Curious, Arjun asked, "Sir, how are you so calm?" The old man smiled. "Because my mind listens to me." That sentence hit Arjun harder than any insult. Section 6, The Harsh Truth About the Mind. The old man said, "Your mind is like a wild horse. If you don't train it, it will drag you anywhere it wants." He continued, "Motivation comes and goes. But discipline stays. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now." Arjun realized something painful. He had been motivated, but never disciplined. Section 7, The First Lesson, Control Your Morning. The old man gave Arjun one rule: win the morning, and you win the day. Wake up early. No excuses. No negotiation. The first morning was torture. His body screamed. His mind begged. But Arjun stood up. That single act felt like victory. Section 8, The Battle Inside the Head. Discipline wasn't loud. It was silent battles, studying when bored, working when tired, saying no to distractions, staying focused when quitting feels easy. Every time Arjun chose discipline, his mind became quieter. Stronger. Section 9, Failures still came. Discipline didn't remove failure. Arjun still failed tests. Still felt slow. Still doubted himself. But now, he didn't quit. He learned something powerful: a disciplined mind doesn't avoid pain, it uses it. Section 10, The Transformation. Months passed. Arjun's posture changed. His eyes held purpose. His words had confidence. Not because life became easier, but because he became stronger. People noticed. "What changed?" they asked. Arjun smiled and said, "I stopped listening to every thought in my head." Section 11, The Final Realization. One morning, Arjun returned to the park. The old man was gone. But his words remained: your mind can be your greatest weapon. Or your biggest weakness. Arjun finally understood. Discipline isn't punishment. It's freedom. Section 12, Message to the Viewer, YouTube ending. And now, this story is no longer about Arjun. It's about you. Your mind is listening right now. The question is, who is in control? If you discipline your mind, you discipline your future. Because success doesn't come from talent. It comes from daily mental control. Start today. Not tomorrow. Today. Listen carefully. The moment you decide to discipline your mind, life doesn't reward you. It tests you. Because discipline is not built in comfort. It is built in resistance. And this is where most people fail. Section 2. Discipline attracts pressure. After Arjun changed his routine, after he started waking up early, after he stopped wasting time, life became harder. More responsibilities. More expectations. More pressure. People think discipline brings peace instantly. It doesn't. It brings war. A war between who you were and who you are trying to become. Section 3. The voice returns. One night, Arjun lay in bed. The same old voice returned, "You're doing too much. Relax. You deserve a break. One day off won't hurt." The mind never stops talking. The difference now. Arjun didn't obey immediately. He realized something critical: not every thought deserves attention. Section 4. Discipline is saying no to yourself. The hardest part of discipline is not saying no to others. It's saying no to your own desires. No to comfort, no to laziness, no to instant pleasure. Arjun learned this truth the hard way. Every no felt painful. But every yes to discipline felt powerful afterward. Section 5. The loneliness phase. As Arjun became focused, he became lonely. Friends stopped calling. Invitations stopped coming. They said, "You've changed." And they were right. Discipline separates you before it elevates you. Section 6. Doubt from others. People laughed. Why are you working so hard? Who do you think you are? Relax, life is not that serious. But discipline teaches one brutal lesson: everyone supports your dreams until they see your consistency. Arjun stayed silent. Because disciplined people don't explain themselves. Section 7. The second lesson from the mentor. One morning, the old man returned. He said, "Most people lose not because they fail, but because they get tired of being disciplined." Then he added, "Your mind will try to escape pain. Your job is to keep it locked on purpose." That sentence burned into Arjun's soul. Section 8. When discipline feels meaningless. Weeks passed. No applause. No big results. Only effort. Arjun felt empty. What if this leads nowhere, he wondered. That's when he understood: discipline works silently. Before it works loudly. Section 9. The turning point. One day, something changed. Small wins appeared. Better focus, sharper thinking, stronger confidence. Not overnight success, but undeniable progress. Arjun realized, discipline compounds. Undisciplined living collapses. Section 10. Control emotions. Control life. Before discipline, emotions controlled Arjun. Now, he controlled his reactions. Anger came, he paused. Fear came, he acted anyway. Doubt came, he continued. He learned the most dangerous truth: a calm, disciplined mind is unstoppable. Section 11. The final test. Then came the biggest test. A major failure. Something Arjun worked months for, collapsed. Old Arjun would have quit. New Arjun sat quietly and said, "Get up." No drama. No excuses. Just discipline. Section 12. What discipline really is. Discipline is not motivation. It is not excitement. It is identity. I am the kind of person who shows up. I do what must be done. Even when I don't feel like it. That identity changed everything. Section 13. Message to the viewer. Powerful close. If you are watching this, and you feel tired, and lonely, and unseen, good. That means discipline is working. Remember this: your mind will betray you before it obeys you. Train it anyway. Because once disciplined, your mind becomes your greatest weapon.